Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jeff. And in today's video, Tulsi Gabbard, Director of National Intelligence, slams James Comey.
Homeland Security just launched an investigation into former FBI Director James Comey for threatening to 𝗙𝘂𝘂𝗿𝗀𝘀 President Trump. Comey posted this picture of seashells, spelling out 𝗕𝗙𝘂𝘂𝗿𝗀𝘀𝗄, claiming he just ran into him on the beach. Comey says he knew it was a political message, but didn't know what '86 meant. Tulsi Gabbard's the Director of National Intelligence. Are you buying that the former FBI director didn't know what '86 Trump meant?
Absolutely not, Jesse. That is a ridiculous and insane statement to make, certainly within this context, but especially coming from a guy who's the former director of the FBI, a guy who spent most of his career prosecuting mobsters and gangsters, people who know and execute other humans and use this exact lingo of '86. Comey himself admitted in his follow-on message that he knew that this was a political statement. Well, the only reason he knew that, Jesse, was because a little over a month ago, a bunch of anti-Trump, anti-Elon Musk protesters were proliferating the use of this '86-47 slogan, which was a veiled call to action to murder the sitting president of the United States. So for Comey to think that we, the American people, are so stupid as to think that he, as a former FBI director, former prosecutor, and someone who clearly pays attention to what's going on, would believe his lie that he didn't know what this actually was calling for. The dangerousness of this, Jesse, cannot be underestimated. When we have 2 assassination attempts on the president's life, when we have people who look to guys like Comey, who've been celebrated by MSNBC and the Democrat elite and CNN as the beacon of integrity, the law and order guy, the guy who would tell the truth no matter what the consequences. This is the guy who's issuing a hit on President Trump, the president that the American people...
First of all, let me just say this. What makes these people think if they can just do whatever the heck they want? If you or me did that, we'd be thrown away, the keys will be locked, and we'd be done forever. So how come they can get away with this?
People voted for. So it's guys like Comey and others who call the president the modern day Nazi, people who are in great positions of influence, who are saying that President Trump poses an existential threat to our country. These are people who hate democracy and hate the American people because they cannot stand that the people overwhelmingly chose to elect Donald Trump and send him back to the White House. So they are seeking other means to get their way and to try to remove him from that position.
How serious is the administration taking this, and what are the next steps going to be?
We're taking this very seriously. As you mentioned, the Department of Homeland Security, and specifically Sean Curran, the current Secret Service director, a man who has been willing to lay down his life as the lead of President Trump's Secret Service detail for years now. He takes this seriously and is leading the investigation into this threat. There has to be accountability for this. There was a Rutgers study that just came out a little over a month ago, Jesse, that asked respondents their view on these calls to assassinate President Trump. And over 55% of respondents felt that murdering President Trump would be, quote unquote, somewhat justified. I'm very concerned for the president's life. We've already seen assassination attempts. I'm very concerned for his life. And James Comey, in my view, should be held accountable and put behind bars for this.
Good. He should go to jail. What makes him better than you and me? Like I said earlier, if you did that, or I did that, we would be in handcuffs. They would throw us in the freaking worst of the worst, lock away the key. I'm getting sick and tired of the people in government, these politicians, thinking that they're better or they're above the law, right? It's a disgrace. And I really do hope that Tulsi Gabbard and them go after this guy. Prosecute this bastard to the fullest. Make him accountable for his actions. Because that's a real crap. '86-47. Come on. You telling me that the former FBI director doesn't know what '86 means? Give me a break. Thanks for tuning in. Give me a thumbs up on your way out. If you are into trading, I day trade the S&P 500 futures live on this channel every day, and I also swing trade options. If that interests you, check down below in the description.